What is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video of my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm gonna go over some sports news. Seems to be a fairly interesting trade in the NBA that took place Saturday. Luca and Anthony swapping places. Luca to the Lakers, Davis to the Mavs. There seems to be a lot of confusion around it. A lot of people are scratching their heads as to why this happened and what's the deal behind it. I can't speak for the league and why they did it, but I did write up a little thing late last night, or shall I say, super early in the morning this morning, of why I think, or at least numerically, what kind of aligns with the trade news. A lot of it has to do with the Hebrew calendar. I'll show you guys here. Let me bring up a bigger screen so you can see. This is these are my daily numbers that I use. We're going to be talking about the third day of the fifth month, like 35. We're going to be talking about the number 122, it being the 122nd day of the Hebrew civil year. We're going to talk about the third day of the 11th month for the Hebrew religious side. And we're going to be talking about the 299th day of the Hebrew religious year. So all these four numbers are going to come into play: 299, 122, 35, and 311. So both sides of the Hebrew calendar, the day and month, as well as the year, the day for the year. So both sides of the calendar hits for this trade, and a fascinating little write-up that I did. So let's get into it. A Hebrew blockbuster NBA trade. On Saturday, the third day of the 11th month for the Hebrew religious side of the calendar, written 3/11, one of the most fascinating NBA trades took place. The words Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis trade equals 113. And interestingly enough, Anthony Davis, he was born on the 11th of March, written 3 or 11/3 or 3/11. And the number 311 is the 64th prime number, and the words Lakers versus Mavericks equals 64. So you have Anthony Davis, who his birthday on the Gregorian lines up with the Hebrew date of this trade. Anthony Davis was born on March 11, 3/11 or 11/3. This trade took place on the third day of the 11th for the Hebrew religious side of the calendar, like 3/11. The words Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis trade equals 113. 113, 311, they're just reflections of each other. And then you take it a step further, mathematically, 311 is the 64th prime number, and the words Lakers versus Mavericks equals 64. It was the 299th day of the Hebrew religious side. It's the third day of the 11th month for the Hebrew religious side. It's the 299th day of the Hebrew religious side. Anthony's full name, Anthony Marshawn Davis Jr., sums to 299. The words Luka to Lakers, AD to Mavs, sums to 299. This is the headline that ESPN had in their side things last night when it first broke. It was Luka to Lakers, AD to Mavs, which sums to 299. Anthony Marshawn Davis Jr., 299. This was the 299th day of the Hebrew religious. I told you we're going to be talking about all four of these numbers. Third day of the 11th month for the Hebrew religious, the 299th day. Third day of the fifth month, the 122nd day. Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis trade, 113. Anthony Davis born March 11th, 3/11 or 11/3. 299th day. Anthony Marshawn Davis Jr., 299. Luka to Lakers, AD to Mavs, 299. It's the 122nd day of the Hebrew civil side of the calendar, and the words Doncic and Davis, just their last names, sums to 122. The number 53, if you write it out, sums to 122. And the words Anthony Davis sums to 53. The words Luka to Lakers, AD to Mavs also sums to 241, which is the 53rd prime number. This being the third day of the fifth month for the Hebrew civil side of the calendar, written 3/5. 53 and 35, these are just reflections of each other. If you single out the words Luka to Lakers, it sums to 79. And this is the 79th NBA season. And the number 79, if you write it out, does sum to 53. The number 27, if you write it out, sums to 53 as well. And this trade took place a distance of 27 days till Luka's next birthday. It's a distance of 38 days till Anthony Davis's birthday. And the number 38 written out sums to 149, the 35th prime number. Superstar Luka Doncic sums to 77. He wore the number 77. And if you write out the number 77, it sums to 149, the 35th prime number. You know, I wonder if he will keep that same number when he goes to the Lakers, if he'll still have the 77. And the reason why I say that is because the number written out 77 also sums to 175, just like the words Los Angeles Lakers sums to 175. In addition to the number 77 and the sevens, this trade announcement was made after LeBron James became the 7th NBA player in history with 2,500 three-pointers made. The words triple double at Madison Square Garden equals 149, the 35th prime number. This is the kind of night LeBron had against the Knicks as this trade was being finalized. LeBron scored 33 points. His partner in crime, number 3, Anthony Davis, is getting traded. Luka wears the number 77. Anthony Davis wears the number 3. Put those together, 773 mathematically is the 137th prime number. 137 is the 33rd prime number. LeBron James has expressed in the past that it would be a dream to play on the same team as Luka Doncic. So that's just kind of what I wrote up. I'm sure you could probably find more, but the biggest takeaway is the Hebrew calendar. As always, you're not going to find connections like these on the Gregorian. Third day of the 5th month, the 122nd day, 299th day, third day of the 11th month. This trade hit all 4 sides of that Hebrew calendar. The date and the day for both sides of the Hebrew calendar. Yeah, so hopefully this maybe clears up some confusion for us conspiracy people. Of course, regular normal NBA fans are still going to be scratching their head as to why this happened, why this took place on this specific day, and what's going on. But the Hebrew calendar lets me know that there's numbers for it, I guess. I really appreciate you guys watching. I really appreciate the support. Be safe out there, guys. A lot of weird stuff happening right now. Be safe out there and just enjoy life. Nobody makes it out alive, so enjoy it while you can. I'll see you guys in the next video.